discussion?
After you read the item.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and read item 9.4. Discussion and possible action on the approval of the agreement for project management services for the construction of new Palmview Fire Station project.
Mayor, on this one, based on legal advice, we're going to use the proposed agreement. However, we don't have the total costs yet, so there's really nothing to vote on. We won't take any action on this item. We will just proceed as directed.
Okay, thank you. Next item, 9.5, discussion regarding, discussion, it says, regarding, okay, ordinances and zoning in the city of Palmview, and we discussed some items in there, and we're going to get the legal and administrative to work on the changes for
Correct.
or modifications.
We'll proceed as directed. Once we have changes to bring forth, then we can actually take action. But right now, it's just some input.
All right, and I believe those were the only two items that we took into executive
Correct.
session.
Now, what we'd like to do, Mayor, is we did not take this item into executive. We tabled it, so we want to bring it off the table. Item 9.6, we'd like to cover.
Sure. Let me read the item. Discussion and possible action to adopt the ordinance 2024-21 amendment to Palmview municipal budget for fiscal year ending September 30th, 2025, including amending the 25 employee salary schedule.
Mayor, what we'd like to do is you have an ordinance before you, and what's being passed out is the actual salary schedule. So this budget proposes a few changes. Number one, it involves the creation of a finance director position at a salary to be finalized. We've had a vacancy with the finance department, so this would create that finance director position. It would modify our budget, amend our budget to no longer continue with consulting services that we were utilizing afterwards. So those pretty much balance itself. There was a small change. So on the administrative side, we have a small increase just to cover the fringe benefits, retirement, and unemployment. And anything left over, we're going to put it to police department for training towards staff development. Now, on the solid waste side, we created the cashier position that was also going to help finance as well. Fortunately, on the solid waste, we still had excess revenues. That's the last page. We had excess revenues of 214, so we'll be able to pay for this cashier position with those revenues, reducing those additional revenues 190. So in the end, on solid waste, we still have 190,000 in excess revenues, even after creating that finance cashier position. And going back to the city side, even after creating the finance director position, everything pretty much balanced out as well. What I'd like to just put for the record, this is a director position. We had some interviews. There's a gentleman in mind that we would like to make a formal offer with the advice and consent of council. That gentleman is Ben Garza. We worked with him. The committee met with him, went over that, including finance as well, Ms. Arely Varela. That was the group recommendation, maybe to start at the beginning of the following pay period, if he accepts the offer. So. But again, the item before the council is the budget amendment with the changes to the salary schedule.
All right, and we're within budget. We're well within our budget for the 25 year. This amendment is due to position amendments, and or not amend,
we're just moving from consulting to a director position. Correct. And creating that cashier.
So that's an action item.
And this is an action item.
And we got to save a little money too.
Save very little.
I so moved to approve.
Some.
All right, so I have a motion and a second. Any other questions regarding the? All right, so let's hope for a better, okay, so all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Let's hope for a better, to end the fiscal, not fiscal year, but the month of December on a good note here for the city so that our fiscal calendar and our fiscal budget can grow and blossom.
Correct, and we'll be preparing for our audit as well for the fiscal that just ended, in September.
Wonderful.
Can we share with the community where we are with the fire department, the new fire department project?
Fire station project?
Yes, absolutely.
So we can know, it's not stagnant, we're just.
So we're at about engineers, we're going to go up for bids here in January?
For construction, hopefully in February to March, I think. Well, actually, our target, I take that back. Our target was no later than May for construction bids. We have the engineer. Right now, we're still finalizing the project manager for the fire station, so we need that. We hope to do that before the end of this month.
So February.
Then those teams will finally get all together to finalize any documents that they need to finalize for the design development, and then they can move on to the construction documents. May was like at the latest, but it should be hopefully March, no later than April, where we expect construction to go out for bids, so we can start in the summer for construction of the fire station. In conjunction with that, the all-inclusive park on the same property, following along the same timelines. This is an opportunity to announce that we're going to be sending a newsletter. We talked about the end of the year newsletter. In this newsletter, we're giving the public an update on the fire station, on the money that we borrowed, where's that money going, the projects, the grants, the 2 drainage projects, improvements to the parks, improvements to the facilities here. That'll all be included in the newsletter also.
Transparency.
Yes, sir.
And any changes that we made as far as like the library, the location, all of that stuff, we might want to highlight that just
Okay.
so everyone's in the know. I know when we speak to the students, a lot of times they don't know the services that we have and where they're located. So if we can highlight those things, I think it would be a good way to bring more
I think
children
even
in.
a good, very well pointed.
But there's a
we're
section
gonna-
highlighting the library because it was one of our achievements for this last year.
We're gonna
may
mail,
not-
we're gonna do a mailer.
This is going to be a mailer. Well, I mean, we'll put it online, but it's going to be a mailer to about 7,000 households.
Okay.
So, and then we'll share it, of course, on social media. It speaks about the launching of the library, and we'll see to make sure that we talk about the changes if it does, okay.
Okay, I said January, but we said what, February to March maybe?
For the construction of the fire station? Yeah, I think,
For the plans, get the plans and
well,
get
the
them up.
plan should be done in January, February, the design development, but then they need to go to the construction documents, which could take another 30 to 45 days.
Month,
Yeah,
correct.
and then go out for bids.
All right, so bids, hopefully we're saying here, for the record, what, March? About March?
To go out,
April to go
Yeah,
out.
so
correct.
construction should begin sometime around
Early
September,
summer.
I mean, summertime.
Summertime, we're hoping for the summer.
May, June, I think is what
Yeah.
we looked at, somewhere around there. Finish
Good.
design in March, out for bid April, and then start construction hopefully May, June.
And the fire station will be over here on Marla Drive and 492 south of the expressway.
Correct.
And
Should
we
be like a
will,
year.
with our CO money, we'll
No
also
more.
be taking care of this building here,
Mhm.
getting our fire, our PD, the old fire station, which is part of our PD fixed, and our fire station over on Showers Road as well, along with the parks.
The
So
parks.
we're gonna give the best bang for the buck here, for all of us, for everybody, from the youngest to the oldest. Any other input? Oh, March also, we're having our community fest,
Yes,
and
March 1.
we're gonna have
Do we have
barbecue.
a date?
March 1,
March,
first,
yeah,
March
March
1st.
1st, March
Yes,
1st.
we're gonna have talk to Mr. Lugo about getting the softball, not a softball, but baseball tournament going as
Oh,
well.
okay, that
We have a
weekend.
barbecue competition, the Sonny Fernandez Barbecue Annual Cook-Off, softball tournament, baseball tournament, and then, of course, the entertainment, the bands, it's official, it's
Los
Prófugos.
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 Woo!
And the Tropical Panama,
Los prófugos.
them.
Los prótogos.
Prófugos, los prófugos de Nuevo León.
They'll be our headliners, and Tropical Panama will be the opening. And before them will be local bands, local
Okay, nice.
conjuntos and stuff like that.
Mande-
Los loyas. Los cítricos, you remember that?
No.
hey, we're gonna have a
that
local,
was way.
we will have a local also, talk about Loyas, we're gonna have Chilo.
Don Chilo.
Chilo's gonna be, Chilo's gonna come on, he's gonna.
And he'll bring some local talent.
Legend.
So we're gonna mix it up real nice. Yeah, all right. Other than that, this will be our last meeting for the year,
The toy giveaway,
Christmas. Oh, toy giveaway as well,
That's Monday, right?
Monday.
Monday.
Monday. Toy
Monday
giveaway.
at 9 in the morning in the
At
gym.
9 after all? It's
So we have two things going on. One is the Toys for Tots, and the other one is the actual city of Palmview as well. Am I correct on that?
Our part is the toy distribution here.
Our part, and then Toys for Tots
I think they're doing something else.
they're doing something else, correct. So we got two different things going. Okay, so they use the location here to store
I think it's
several
a drop
toys.
off maybe, or to store, I don't know.
Yeah, they did by the gym. Didn't they use so they didn't use it? Okay, so okay.
Soñaste.
Oh, we were trying to help them get situated here.
gonna bring somebody.
Yes.
Can
me
we,
too.
can we set aside, I think I discussed this with you, Michael, just to set aside toys for the areas that are,
I think it must have,
in need.
they're gonna raffle it.
The ones that
yes,
can't come out?
yes, that really need for us to deliver them.
Go to them.
Yes.
I wouldn't mind helping you with that. Mhm.
También. Pero eso ya no son kids, ya están
Ya tan grandes.
grown
No,
up.
on the south side, there's a lot on the south side.
I'm going on 9 years here and still little kids.
They were little kids, man, they're grown up.
Aw,
All right,
Yeah.
so, yeah, and thank everybody, yeah, I want to thank everybody in the city. There's a lot of you out there that are that are coming and helping too. I know I'm being a part of this, and I can't name everybody here, but those of you that are involved, thank you all. God bless you all, and you know, again, we can't say enough of what our staff is doing. If there's anything that you all need, give us a call. You know, you got our numbers, you got most of our commissioners, you got our city manager's number, his assistant, or come on by and visit us, or send us an email, right? Other than that, I'll go ahead and dismiss the meeting, adjourn at 7:27. God bless you all. Good night. Have a wonderful Easter break and a Happy New Year.
Easter break?
Christmas break and a Happy New Year. A wonderful Christmas break and a Happy New Year. Thank you. God bless. Good night.
Good night.